Welcome everybody, it's tractorchute here, and it feels darn good to be doing videos every second day. Almost think I should keep this as a routine rather than every, I don't know, I think I'm doing 5 to 6 days a week if I could, but this every other day thing might be something I stick to. In this game, to start the day off for Friday, it's not going to be a Friday challenge win, it's going to be a Friday challenge fail. In the upper left hand corner, it is TURIN. He'll be playing as a red TURIN. In the bottom right hand corner, the man that submitted this fail, it is Bricks, playing as the blue TURIN. If you remember, the challenge is to win as a TURIN, but using no reactors. I have gotten a little bit of feedback on the challenge, and it was that race specific wasn't that popular. So the challenge that will be announced at the end of the day in the Friday challenge announcement video will be an all-round challenge that any race can do. And we will not stick to one race. I will still keep race-specific challenges. I do enjoy them. I might try it one more time, see how it goes over. But, yeah, I've heard from a couple people. They didn't care for the race-specific. Mainly because I think we got mainly Protoss players that submit to me. So, there you go. Also have word that the man you've seen, which had a pretty high end game actually, Ire. I put him up a couple days ago. Yes, I know how to say his name now. It is Ire. And yes, I am a hardcore StarCraft 1 player as well. I don't know why the name didn't click in. Trust me, I remember getting StarCraft 1. It was in a great big Ziploc bag in my small town hanging on the wall. Not too long. I think it was about a week after it came out. I'd never heard of it in my life. I got home. I played the thing. I thought it was the best damn game I'd ever played because it, RTSs were not heard of at that time being that common or being good or anything. And I remember I phoned my best friend right away. I said, you got to get over here and play this game. And I wasn't a hardcore gamer. I didn't have a lot of video game systems other than a computer. So, I would play a lot of demos and that. Bought PC Gamer magazines all the time. I remember getting the demos out of them lots and pissing around with them. This is at the time nothing was digital download or anything. Back in 96, I think was the year StarCraft 1 came out, somewhere around there. But yeah, Ire. I don't know why Ire didn't stick, but I kept calling him Ayer. And I do apologize for that, my good man. He did actually email me. He said he's got a good pack of replays he wants to send, so I encouraged him to send them in, so hopefully we get those in there and get some good high-end Protoss games going up. Bricks is asking his good man TURIN if he ended up winning. These guys are doing a little bit of chatting as they do their standard wall-off. Has been anything overly special to talk about so far. Just standard barracks, odd placement over there, but it's giving us some vision on that side there. No specific place you have to put it. In fact, he's even gonna. He had his barracks set to mine off the minerals. Probably realized that wouldn't be such a good idea, so he moved that rally point there. Very good idea. I believe he had something to go out the minerals. Oh, it was his SCV. There you go. That makes a lot of sense. That's what the green line's for. It's early. Give me a break. I am on the West Coast, and he says he's really good. He watches a lot of I always appreciate you guys. Anytime you can mention my name to any of your friends or anything, or any game you play, much appreciated to get the traffic going there. Like I said, I don't mind even broadcast to the small group I have been for the hundreds some odd vids I put up. I enjoy you guys very much. Got a very good core group, and hopefully you continue to send in and support me there. A couple factories. Oh, just factory and a barracks going down. So we're going to ride 2 barracks, 1 factory going down here, and the command center getting ready for that expo. Orbital is already out for a turn. Very well done. Bricks, on the other hand, here he's got a few Marines out there. He's got a second barracks down with the tech lab. Of course, he cannot use reactors. There's a second tech lab and a factory as well. Very smart idea. Probably best build with no reactors is to get some siege tanks / Marines and medevacs. And yeah, so for that, Marines, medevac, marauder, tank. Stick heavy on the tanks, I would have to recommend. Either that or you're going to have a ton of barracks spitting out units, but not necessarily. It really depends on what build your opponent goes. This wasn't the hardest challenge I ever put out, I will say that. I'll try and make the next one a little bit harder for the end of the day. Like I say, it will be an all-round one for any team. And it does look like TURIN is going to let that command center sit there for a bit of a half match. He's going to move it out. Finally, some scouting is going to happen here as Bricks decides to move out the 3 hardcore troops on his team. They're going to go up 2, 3 across that map there. TURIN, on the other hand, he's going to have one guy build the squad depot. The other guy stands there as he finished first, so he gets a little bit of a break. And there we go. We are going right to a tech lab on our factory. Leads me to believe we will either see some Hellbats, which are very effective on TVT, or we might see some tanks coming out of him as well. I will give a shout out to, man, everybody knows Husky. If anybody's seen the game, I can't remember who's playing it. Ryung and some other guy, I think, there. Put it up, I believe, last night there. It was a TVT game. I recommend you go watch that game. It had some sick sky battle, like a big airtime battle. It's a good 45-minute cast, I think, but well worth the watch. So, not that Husky needs a shutout, but I do recommend you go watch that game in case you haven't already. And there we go. Bricks realizes that it is walled off here as his Marines went down the bottom corner, as the AI leads them to do when they can't get up the ramp. So they're going to sit down there for a little bit here, and now he realizes that has happened. Might make a trip up there just to kind of see if there's anything interesting, or he might just say screw it and stand at the bottom of the ramp here. Place them strategically right there. There you go. Keep an eye on the expansion anyways, at the very least. Make sure he knows when that's going out. Bunker did go down, so he does have the Marauder in there. He is getting his upgrades as well. Let's pull up some tabs here. 8 p.m. to start this, maybe 2634. We'll tell you both these guys are Silver League players, and they're both working on the upgrades. Tanks are coming out of turn. I recommend tanks start coming out of our good man Bricks at some point in time there, or at least something out of the factory would be kind of nice. But to each their own, he can do what he wants there. There's Tech Lab going down, Starport goes down. Maybe you can get Battle Cruisers since you can only build Tech Labs. Who knows, but he's going to try Medevacs. So we'll look at standard Marine Marauder Medevac. Marine will spot this. Better placement for the Marine would have been right there underneath that command center. That way you at least delay it and force your opponent a little bit of micro just to get his units down there, chase you off there. But of course, I believe he did spot the Marine, so he's coming down there to try and get that Marine out of there. Should have no trouble making sure he guards that ramp there by getting closer to it there. And they will take down that one Marine there. He's got another Marine over here for some reason, not entirely sure why. Maybe looking out for this expansion. If that be the case, like I say, plant it right underneath where they're going to land. Definitely a good recommendation for you guys out there in the lower leagues. Delay those expansions, force the micro out of your opponent, because if your opponent's in the bronze or silver as well as you, then that forces micro out of them, which is a little bit tougher in that league. And there we go. Look at this. You do pretty much doing the same build as you expect any TVT. A lot of TVT games aren't that interesting. I would say majority of people would say TVT is one of the most boring matches to watch, but I enjoy all leagues. I enjoy TVT, ZVZ even. I like them all, But this is definitely one of the more uncommon ones because everybody tends to do the same build 9 times out of 10 here. But it does look like Command Center finally going down there. There's the tanks coming up for Bricks. He had a medevac loaded up, but opted out of it there. So dropped everybody off in his base, but he's going to be a little bit of trouble. He's got a big force units coming down here. Still hasn't built any reactors, so very well done, or this wouldn't be a challenge fail. Not sure why the tank's planted in the middle of the base. Okay, apparently he dropped everybody and decided now it's time to move out there, and I did some squealing there. I'm not too sure why, but this is a big army he's got to reckon with here. Even has a couple medevacs supporting it, a couple tanks in there. Could be in a lot of trouble here. Where did that medevac? Did I miss that medevac somewhere? For a good man. He's got the 2 on the field there, and he is being scanned. They're going to start to take out that wall there as best they can. And we'll take a look here. It does look like the medevac is there. Not too sure where the second medevac went. I honestly lost the second medevac there. So we will say that he went absolutely nowhere and back into the base somewhere, I would have to imagine. He's even got the mineral, or I wouldn't mind in the mineral line here. Not entirely sure what Brick's trying to do there. Did finally get tank into position there, but he's got to try and get a lot more tanks out here. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. There's one siege tank division. Going to be siege tank on siege tank here. And it looks like Bricks, without the scanning there, is of course going to end up losing it here. So ends up losing that one. Medevac over here, giving him the vision it needs here to start blowing away at that wall here. And finally, he decides he's got to get that drop down there to try and distract his opponent. Probably a pretty good move by him here. At least force his opponent back there. Drops another Widowmine in a fairly odd location way back here, but that'll work. So he's actually going to slowly weasel his way into the space here. And of course, in the meantime, Bricks will go with a 3/4 of the way loaded medevac here. He'll try and get in here, at least drop in here. Might force his opponent back to the base there, which would be very, very helpful because it's a very skookum army he's got there. He could realistically walk up here and probably take Bricks out, but at the same time, he doesn't want to run in those medevacs. There goes the bunker. And now it's going to be siege tank time. Like I say, with that vision up there, it's being very, very handy. There's the scan going down. Doesn't want to run them into that siege tank fire, but does lose his siege tank, so he's in a little bit of trouble. But did drop the other end here. That will definitely help him, hopefully. Maybe force his opponent back, or his opponent might just go all up with base race at this point in time. Let's see, his opponent has a fairly good army in his base, so he should actually be alright. Can't pinch him pulling back here, but did fly off the command center. Very, very good move there. Down the other end, like I say, he's just slowly forcing away at the beginning here. Beginning of a good old Bricks base anyways. Bricks did pick up his army. He's going to try and move in the main here. Sees there's too many siege tanks. A lot of Marines down there. Don't know if this is going to work so well, especially with the turret there. This isn't that good. Use the turbo boost to get out of there. Very good move. Did plant his expansion down at the same time here. So very good. Always good to continue your macro at the same time even when you're being attacked. There we go. Good siege tank. That's a good idea. Back them all off here. Of course, opponent does scan down there, so realize exactly where he is. Sees the Widowmine is there as well. So don't know if he wants to run right in that. Does back off a little bit here. So brings medevac. Good positioning on the medevac there to give him some vision here. So we did end up flying this medevac. This medevac will come back to the base here. And we will sit her back here. Brick's supply boxed himself accidentally there. That's alright though. He'll get that food built right away. And a drop coming to the back of the base. This isn't going to work out so well. This is big trouble for Bricks. Needs to react here, otherwise he's going to be in a lot of trouble here. Forces the Marine Marauders back to the mineral line here. They pick up half of them there. They're going to go at it here. Good move. Oh, catches them on the move command. Very well done. And of course they won't be able to do anything about that flying medevac that will end up getting out there. Is bringing back the one last Marine to try and help him out here. Does get the medevac out just in time. Almost ended up losing him there. So Bricks is back there. Got a lot of SCVs. He's got to get back to mining here. Try and get that mineral count going, although he does have a very healthy bank there. And Bricks, I'm not too sure what Bricks is doing. Apparently didn't like that medevac or those Marines in it. Flew him right over top of the army there. We'll lose that, and that's going to hurt Bricks a lot. Can't afford to lose any units at this point in time. Turn, in the meantime, hasn't replenished the army. He's got a ton of tanks down at the other end here. So he's going to sit them all back there. And he's going to start moving out Marines. I don't know if he's trying to toy with Bricks now, as he is sitting outside trying to contain him, basically, is what he's doing here. We'll scout out this base over here. Bricks has nothing he can do to get over there, unless, of course, he flies down with a medevac full of units here, which is probably recommended. They look at all the other expansions, so they know Bricks is only on the one extra base here, which isn't mining at all. Is back to mining on the main, though. And getting vision down there, take out one more siege tank. Could get it very well done there by Bricks. In the meantime, Bricks needs to do something about this little attack going down here, although it would take him a long time to take out the expanse here. It does end up flying it out of there. As you can see, he's got vision on all the other expansions there, make sure nothing happens there. Mule tries to get out of there. Not that Mule's going to do a lot of good, but Mule will get out of there safe and sound. Bricks getting in there on the move command there. Tank is going to fire away. Bricks realizes this is the perfect position to put that tank there. So gets just out of the fire there. There goes the Mule there. Tries to bring him up. Bad move by Turn, bringing those Marines in there. They get shot up pretty good there. And he's going to try and get him a little bit. Oh, he's actually going to retreat. Okay, not entirely sure why the retreat here. Like I say, maybe he feels he's ahead, but or maybe felt that he was so far down on units there, they better get him out there and replenish. Raven out for Bricks. Very good job there. Has the tech lab down that starport, of course, to do so, and he's going to start going into a Raven type build. Very, very smart here. At the other end here, if we take a look here, he has a lot of tanks going down here. Just tons of tanks. Getting his upgrades at the same time here, so very well done with the upgrades. Nothing for the vehicle, but nothing for the army either, so we'll slowly reach its level 1 though. If we look, it does look like Bricks is getting into a double factory type build here, and gets his expansion down. Very well done. So gets a little bit lucky that his opponent ended up getting out of there for him here. That will definitely help there. Opponent is holding a little bit of a lead, but not very much at all, surprisingly enough. Looked like he was ahead and could have maybe took her there, but didn't elect to do so. Maybe we'll pay for not being aggressive. Like I say, this being a fail, I have to imagine that's not going to happen, but either way, we do get another Widow Mine out there. Very, very smart getting to the Widow Mines here. Fusion Core going down, and some Ghost Academies here. So we might see some nukes, might see some battle cruisers. Could be very interesting here. So he is doing the good old SCV transfer here. That looks like we will replenish these armies here. Shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, I got 3 submissions for the Friday challenge. I'd like to see that pick up a little bit. Maybe I'll make, hopefully it's a fun challenge you guys enjoy when I announce it at the end of the day here. Hopefully get a few more submissions on that. We will finally have our official final of the August leaderboard and the August winner. So I'll keep their name at the top there, and we'll reset for the month of September here to start fresh. So anybody who wants to start doing the Friday challenges, you will replenish, and hopefully you can win the next month coming up here. Say start in the new year, hopefully prizes start coming out, and we get things rolling here. In the meantime there, Bricks here with the double Ghost Academy, which I do like to see. Makes it fairly interesting. Army over here looks like they're going to put the third down here. Are going to knock down these rocks and make a little bit of a wall off for him. And he will macro the heck out of this game, dropping lots of mules. Take a look at the income tab. Doing a fairly good job. Up by about 300 on Bricks so far here and about 100 on the gas. So not doing too bad. He's out macroing Bricks by a little bit, but at the same time, Bricks is going a little bit more tech heavy than he is. So might pay off for him in the end as the nukes are coming. The cloak is coming. Doesn't have a nuke coming out of the second Ghost Academy as of yet anyways here. Take a look at the good old units tab. No ghosts on the field yet, but does have a Viking on the field. A few Widow Mines. Opponent has a Viking, heavy on the tanks. 11 tanks and 47 Marines. Very good build there. Both these guys doing fairly decent here, but that tank count is just really heavy, and that could be devastating to an all-ground army. So it's kind of nice he's going in the Ravens battle cruisers. We'll help him out quite a bit here. If he can get a good nuke off, might be pretty good for him here. A couple more barracks going down at the bottom here, as you can see. Outside of that, yeah, tomorrow should be a good one. Tomorrow's going to be Silver League Superheroes. I do plan on getting that one up nice and early there. I don't have anything planned for the Saturday. And actually not doing too much on the long weekend here. We are all going to be staying home, doing some dog setting for some friends actually again. So yeah, we'll be hanging out around here. So I'll try and get at least 2 or 3 more casts out tomorrow. Hopefully my good man Ire ends up sending his replay bunch in there. I'll make sure I get one of those up. Have a couple more. I got a Masters League ready to go up too. And there we go, sensor towers as well for turn. Very well done. Gives us good map vision. Of course, still has the eye on every one of these expansions, making sure Bricks can't get on 3. He's riding on 4 at this point here, so doing very, very good in the macro game. He is almost starting to max that army out, 135 to 100. Will slowly increase his lead the more he keeps his macro advantage here. But at the same time, like I say, with the tech advantage going 2 Bricks, could make it fairly interesting there. He's got 3 Ravens total on the field here. And the 1 ghost has finally made their way on. 2 ghosts are in, and he's got one in the good old medevac here. So he could be looking down here to drop down a nuke. Could be some good intuition, eh? So here we go. He's going to end up flying in there. Of course, those sensor towers are going to help him out immensely here to scout when that medevac does get into his range here. In the meantime, there, he did try and expand over here. Of course, has the advantage of having the Marines guard that off there. Chase down the SCV building. Very smart. We'll force the cancel here. In the meantime there, Bricks has his medevac at the very top of the map here. Another one trying to expand. Now he's starting to realize his opponent might have this figured out there. He's got all of it done here. We'll probably start to target down that SCV, I would have to imagine. To get that taken care of, Bricks actually gets him over there and fends that off. Very well done. Did not force the cancel. We'll have to get another SCV over there to try and get that built up there. And here we go. Medevac's going to fly in here. He's going to get that ghost in there. And this is where the sensor tower is going to pay off with that good vision he's got over here. He's just about to enter that circle there. And that will tell him right away that's a medevac heading over this direction here. We'll tell him it's a red dot, or blue dot anyways here. I believe it's red when you're on the sensor towers. Is it not? I'm not too sure. I can't remember actually. But either way there, we'll show him a color is flying over there. And he has a loaded up medevac full Marines himself here. So he's going to let go drop them down. In the meantime, it looks like he's going right into the base, so not being overly sneaky with the ghost by no means. So he's going to drop him in there. Hopefully stays out of range here, but of course with the scanning ability, oh, he has got it. He is going to work. Oh, and the scan ends up going down, and that is a failed attempt at a nuke there. I'm sure the nuke was going to be attempted at some point here, and the medevac will come down for a drop 4 turn at the same time here. He's going to head right down and probably look to take out this base right away, which he should have no trouble doing with just the 3 Marines over there. Either way, Bricks does not have anybody building it, so it is just kind of sitting there here. And there we go. There's our nice looking Viking count there. And we'll take over the Naga Tower as well. And here we go, looking for a drop here. Does end up dropping them right on the outside so we can move them all in at once. Take out the 3 Marines that are guarding it here. Did end up getting this expansion slowly done here. We'll slowly finish at some point in time, I'd have to imagine. And he's got that one going with a few workers and our worker over here, so not doing too bad of a job here. Has got himself up to 148 to 129. Bricks is catching up a little bit in the macro game, surprisingly enough. Not in the mining, but catching up in the units anyways here. Actually, so he did actually get rid of the command center there, but at the same time there, Bricks has all his units there going back and forth there. Going to do a little bit of scouting. In the meantime, these Vikings are going to try and maintain map control. They're going to keep scouting around here, make sure they can see what's coming. They're not there. Don't see anything as far as the good old battle cruisers coming out as of yet. But does look like he is ready to move out here. He's got a few of those Ravens, or he's just looking to take these rocks down, give him a little bit more access to back and forth between the bases here. Might want to start knocking that wall down as well, just so he can wall off his base right about there. Just knock that down, just to get himself a wall going there. Looks like we're going to sit here and try and macro our way up to 200 food before we look to attack anybody here, as both these guys are intent on just sitting back and relaxing. Do have a total of 9 ghosts on the field, so Brick's not fooling around here. Also has 2 nukes ready to go here at any point in time when he wants to use those. Here's our loaded up medevac here. He's on the left hand side of the map here at the bottom. He's going to look to move into that base there and try and get rid of the expansion over here as well, which you might have a little bit of trouble doing. There's a little bit of army waiting for this one. But he might actually end up getting at least a drop down so he can take something out here. So he does end up dropping down here on the outskirts of the base here. And they're going to go to work right on that building SCV. Take that out. Now they're going to go to work in the SCV count. Good pull. Good quick pull. Like to see that there. Got some out there right away. He's got to get right in there. Oh, turbos him out just in time. Didn't quite move him close enough there. Viking is there. Do let him get escape. And back to mining we go, boys. We'll go back to building that refinery there. Has a couple ready to mine off it right away here. And we'll continue the macro our way up here with 178 to 159. Both these guys doing fairly decent. Wouldn't mind seeing a few more medevacs out there for Bricks to help that army out here. But at the same time, we don't really have any medevacs at the other end at all other than the 1 medevac. So 1 medevac and 2 medevacs, surprisingly, for a heavy Marine army for turn and a heavy Marine Marauder armor for Bricks. Want to carry at least 5 to 6 medevacs there just to support that army. So we're just going to sit back here, relax for a little bit longer here. Does look like gas is going down at this base as well here, so we start getting some good gas going for him. TURIN riding a pretty good bankroll at this point, 1900, 2000 gas now. So very well done on the gas. Bricks himself has himself a good gas count too, so if he does choose to get into battle cruises, which does look like is happening, is going to work it off a 1-star port though. Has mined out one of his gases here, so we might want to look to get down this base and get it all built up, which is exactly what he's doing here. Get the 4th down, and we will sit and relax for a little while. I'd sing you a song, but I can't think of a really good song to sing right now here. Yeah, don't really know what else to tell you guys today. Not really full of stories by no means here, but look at that army of Wilders. That is a lot of tanks. 12 tanks in that army here. Looking pretty deadly, especially with the 9 Vikings to support the air there. Could be a lot of trouble for Bricks when they do choose to engage this here, but one Ghost is going to move out by himself here. He's going to slowly get out onto that map there, and we'll probably look to cloak himself pretty darn soon here, especially when he gets in that vision there. Might be a pretty good idea, as his opponent will be able to see him enter it at least. Well, of course, he cloaks in time and gets into there. We'll soon find out here. It is kind of hard to launch nukes when you're playing against TURIN, as they can scam, but then again, it is hard to find that little red dot. I do know that much here. A couple Ghosts actually out in the field here, both looking to slowly get into that in that range there. There, he does cloak before he gets in the range there, so those sensor towers won't do him a whole lot of good here. Oh, and look at that big army he can plant this on here. I'm not too sure if he sees that little cloak. It is tough to see cloaked units here. And it is going to sit back here. Does he want to try and nuke that army? We'll soon find out. He is going to try and nuke the army here. Now, does he see this red dot? He does see the red dot. So he is getting out there. Didn't elect to scan, which is kind of surprising here. So might force to cancel on the nuke here, or might just let it go anyways here. We'll soon find out. We'll get himself 4 Vikings. So not too bad. At least got something out of the deal, I will say that. Another nuke going down. Oh, he's trying to get an offensive nuke going down here. Defensive nuke, whatever you want to call it here. Might get something out of this one. Hurry, nuke, hurry. Here we go. He might get some units in this one here. Oh, very well done. Gets a good kill on the tanks. Takes him down to 4. I believe that was 8 or 7 down there. I can't remember if he had 11 or 12. But very well done. Took out a good portion of that army. Actually put him ahead in the army count now. And there's the scan at the high ground there. He's going to move his way in here. He's going to go to work on this base here. Bricks needs to get his army up here. And there they come. Needs to start launching some secret missiles. How's the battle cruisers out there? They got to go to work on the tanks here. But of course, those Vikings will make her deadly here. Ravens should fly in and do absolutely nothing here. That wasn't too helpful. He's just going to start massacring on TURIN's army here. Very well done. Does look like he's going to take this all out here. Vikings are making it a little bit tough on the battle cruisers here, but does end up taking out all the tanks here, so he's got nothing but the Marines left. Marines are really going to work on those SCVs there, but does take the army out, so very well done, and maintains a good food lead. So very well done by Bricks, 112 to 79. Not too bad of a defend there. We'll say that wasn't the best micro of the Ravens at all, but either way, it worked out for him in the end there. And his opponent's also going battle cruisers here, so we are going to see battle cruisers out of both these guys here. No upgrades on the battle cruisers. Bricks has himself 0-1 on the upgrades. At the other end here, we do have ourselves sitting at 3 for the armor, none for the ground weapon. But Bricks is looking to put some pressure on now. Even got a couple ghosts in there, but it does not have any nukes researched at all here. So might want to start getting them out here if he does plan on using them for his attack here. But either way, he's going to go over here. Would be smart to start scouting the outside here. And he might actually get a free base kill here, depending on how quickly TURIN can react to this here. He's going to push his way in there. TURIN does know the army is there, obviously, with those sensor towers out there. Now he really doesn't know it. Now that's whooping his arse. And he will go to work on all these SCVs that are trying to get out there. Don't think any of them are going to make it out. And no, they're not. Does end up taking on all those SCVs and all those mules here. Have some SCVs standing here for some reason. Not too sure what TURIN is doing with them. But he'll end up losing all of them at the same time as well. In the meantime, we do see Ezron Thors as well. So, wow, going into a very high-end army here for Bricks here. Getting all the top units he can here. And might do himself a very good job. He's looking good. Nuke is coming out here, so we'll have one nuke ready whenever he wants to use that there. Does see there's no expansion down there. And we'll start pushing towards his opponent again here and see what kind of damage he can do. Not too sure. Did he end up building a reactor as of yet? I do not see any reactors. I guess we can pull up our structure tab here. And if we take a look there, we see nothing but tech labs. Very well done, so doesn't fail in that respect at all here. At the same time there, he has a very good army, 175 to 108, very good food lead here. So we'll soon find out. Heads his way up to the top here, and he will go to work as his opponent right at the main ramp here. Start to take out that barracks, start to take out all the expansions here. Very well done so far. Don't know how he's going to deal with this army at all here. He is really getting that taken apart here. Not too sure if he's got the units to try and counter this, but has a lot of battle cruisers. Holy, that is a lot. 11 battle cruisers on the field here, and I don't think Bricks has what it takes. He's got to get these guys with super splash damage. The high impact payload needs to be laid down here. That'll definitely help him at the very least here, but I think that's just too many battle cruisers. Wowzer! Those battle cruisers are just going to go to work on this army here. And Bricks might be in a lot of trouble. Turin may only have 98 worth of food there, but that is a lot of battle cruisers to try and deal with here. As they are just going to work here. Has him with 2 for the plating. Really likes his plating and his ground armor. Doesn't really care for weapon upgrades apparently here. And he's going to start pushing out here, and this is going to be deadly for Bricks here. That is one massive force of battle cruisers coming across the field here. Not too sure what Bricks' plan is. He does have 1 nuke. If he can lay down his pretty sick nuke on battle cruiser, they are slow. Might end up working out for him here. We'll soon find out. And they're going to head right for the expansion right away. They're a very good choice for them. Even have a couple Vikings in there to support them, 4 altogether. And Bricks, in the meantime, only has the 1 Thor on the field. Right now, he's got 4 Ghosts on the field. He even got a couple Banshees. So very interesting build out of Bricks. Pretty much got one of every unit pretty much in this game, except for a Reaper. Or a Hellbat or a Hellion, I guess. So he's going to go to work on this base here. Should have no problem taking this out here. That is just a ton of battle cruisers. They do some nasty damage. Now he's got the weapon upgrade as well there. And he's going to take down this base quite handily. Not much Bricks can do there. Bricks does look to expand over here. Very good job. Keep those expansions going. And these BCs are going to look to move in. And here is our defensive nuke here. Not sure if that's going to work at all. Apparently that is one Kamikaze Ghost. Oh, forces to cancel on it. That kind of sucks. It was a good attempt, was a good idea, but his opponent didn't jump in there. So very well done. Very good read by Turin. Not too sure if he read that the nuke was down somewhere and wanted to just back off, or if he just happened to back off and stop controlling the battle cruisers. Who knows? Turin, in the meantime, is actually going to look to go right in the back of the base here. And this is going to be a lot of trouble when they get up here. He scans, he makes sure there's nothing up there. No turrets, nothing to worry about here. So he's going to start going to work on the supply depots to start here. And Bricks is in a lot of trouble. Really needs to be spitting out massive Vikings or massive battle cruisers. But at the same time, when he's only riding on the 2 Stargate here, not much he can do. That's a couple battle cruisers here. But he is going to start losing structures left, right, and center here. As all these BCs are going to work here. Battle cruisers are just so deadly when you get them in a mass amount like this. And he's bringing some Banshees in too. Banshees won't do nothing other than take up some damage here. And he's going to go to work. We'll finish off Bricks' battle cruisers to start here. Does have a cloak ghost in there. And does get a nuke in there. GG says finally does launch a nuke just for fun there. And the GG has been laid down. So my congrats to you, Turin. My condolences to you, Bricks. Not too bad. We'll even watch that nuke come down here. There we go. Nuke to take out a nuke building. Not too bad of a game almost for that, but that is a Friday challenge. Fail, we might as well watch this other nuke go down here as Bricks is having fun just launching his nukes here, make sure he gets them all down. Might actually look decent here, but he sees it in the nick of time there, and he will end up getting out of the way there. So very well done there. This one will come down, blow up a couple more of his own buildings here. And there we go. That's it for Bricks there. I will leave you with this. If you ain't playing with the right yo-yo, make sure the pogo stick still works. I didn't buy the trampoline for nothing. Wash my windows. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.